You guys ready?
What are you? No, it's
not
wrong.
It's Streak Week.
The wrong type of streak.
Oh yeah, okay. I remember now. The streak ended. Sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
just
hope,
like that.
Let's hope that
the streak
ends.
ended. I was gonna say prematurely, but it went on for quite some time.
That was a mature streak.
It was 21.
Until
that streak could buy alcohol. It was legal.
Yeah. Until dumb Brock Lesnar decided to give Taker a concussion, and then an F5, and he broke the streak.
And the Undertaker.
Yeah. So this is the Streak Week segment where somebody picks a person other than Brock Lesnar and decides, hey, how about 5 reasons why so-and-so should have ended the streak? And this week, it's Travis Colt's turn to pick so-and-so. And who will your blank be? Fill in the blank.
I'm gonna fill in the blank. It took me a long time to figure something because we've done a lot of streak weeks. We've talked to a lot of people. The last one we had the WrestleMania edition where we had 5 different people that we talked about. So I knew it was gonna happen. I'm gonna preface this with stop me if I say someone that we've already said before, but I'm almost positive we haven't talked about this person. We're going to do the 5 reasons why Randy Orton should have ended the streak.
Okay.
No, we haven't done Randy Orton.
All right. Yeah. Well, we're going to do Randy Orton. Do you guys need a couple minutes to think of some reasons? Or
have a reason, but I bet it's going to be said.
Probably going to be my first one.
Yep.
Hold on.
All right. We're going to take a few moments and we're going to let these guys think of a reason why Randy Orton should have broke the streak.
Let's go with why Randy Orton should have broken the streak. Reason number 1.
Reason number 1, simply put, as I'm sure we're all thinking, the moniker, the Legend Killer.
Oh, that's not what I thought.
No? All right, cool.
That was the moniker, the Viper.
I thought it was the moniker, the Apex Predator.
The Apex
Predator. Being the Legend Killer, Randy Orton made his name by taking out legends of wrestling, whether it was Jake the Snake, whether it was, Ric Flair. He went through this series of events where he took out...
Clarifying question.
Okay.
Are we talking like Randy Orton at 21 should have broke... Not at age 21.
WrestleMania 21.
No, like Randy Orton when he wrestled The Undertaker or last year when the streak was broken?
Or just Randy Orton in general.
Randy Orton in general. Because whether or not it was at 21 when he faced The Undertaker, or whether it was at WrestleMania 30, he's still known as the Legend Killer.
Well,
that's always going to be a thing with Randy Orton.
My only reason I asked was because going into the match against Taker, that was his thing. I'm the Legend Killer. I'm going to kill the biggest legend. Doing that would have legitimized the name.
Yes.
For his career. Doing it last year or this year or, any recent year would have... His name, it would have already been a legitimate name and therefore would have made sense. So, it works either way, just slightly different.
Which is where I'm going to transition here is that, he made his name as the Legend Killer. Now we know him as the Apex Predator. So going into an event like WrestleMania 30, with the streak now at 21 wins, the Apex Predator means you are the best at taking out your prey. So if there has been, 21 other chances for this streak to be broken and no one has done it, Randy Orton has taken what he's learned from his first loss and he's turned it into a benefit for himself. Now he knows that he's better in the ring, he's more experienced, and he knows what didn't work against The Undertaker last time. Plus, he's had multiple years of watching Shawn Michaels and Triple H fail. So, he can take all of that experience and work it towards his advantage. And plus, now he's had so many title runs. He is so much better overall that he has a better chance at beating the streak and really solidifying his name as the Legend Killer and as the Apex Predator.
Okay.
So, Thomas Wolfe, reason number 2. That's
2.
Now, just go with me on this because maybe
all right, we're going.
Maybe you could poke a hole in this argument, or the beginning of this argument.
But that's not what we're here for.
So try not to poke any holes in this one.
Right.
I'm not going to poke a hole at all.
In wrestling terms, purely professional wrestling,
Okay.
would you say Brock Lesnar is the best at any one thing?
No.
Like, is there one thing Brock Lesnar does in the ring that no one else does, even in WWE history, that no one else does as good as Brock Lesnar?
Take vacations.
Be talked of by Paul Heyman.
So, no.
Scream like a girl.
That's not a girl. That's a fucking pterodactyl.
Yeah.
Say suplex city bitch.
I don't think anyone else has tried that, so.
Alright.
No, Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman's got to
did
be
it
on
better
that one.
too.
Paul Heyman did a good job.
Anyway, so no. There's nothing that Brock Lesnar is the absolute best at. You know, you could say the best at being a monster, being a legit badass. That's not the... It's a different area. As far as legit badass, Ken Shamrock beat him to it many, many years ago. But Randy Orton, it's kind of been forgotten because it was never like a thing with him. But every once in a while he breaks it out, and we're reminded. Randy Orton has the legitimate best drop kick in the WWE.
He does. He does it. He does. There's a lot of moves that when he pulls it off with such precision.
Yeah, but his...
And the drop kick, you're right.
His drop kick
is a great move that he does.
Like, there's no better drop kick.
So you're saying that the drop kick
Yes.
is going to be the thing to break the streak?
I'm not even saying he needs to do the drop kick to break the streak. Just the fact that he's the best at drop kicking. He should be the one.
Looking at it, picking it apart under a microscope with some surgical tools, the drop kick is just a super fundamental sound, basic maneuver.
Yeah.
And when you are the master at the basic fundamental maneuvers, that allows so much more thought to go into advanced staged stuff.
Yeah.
Like reversing a curb stomp into an RKO.
Yeah, reversing a
Tombstone
into a curb stomp RKO.
I just want to say, like, I immediately had this flash of being the Undertaker getting drop kicked by Randy Orton and going, oh fuck, the streak's in jeopardy. I'm gonna lose because I got drop kicked. It's just But no, I get what you mean. Yeah, I mean, the fact that he is as good as he is at that.
Yeah.
That all right. Maybe
so many people at WWE throw drop kicks.
Yeah.
If you get to have that moniker, you are the best at drop kick. That's just like basically saying, hey, you are almost better than everyone else.
Yep.
Based off of one move.
Yeah. So good on you, Randy Orton. That's actually a perfect segue into my reason number 3. Is that Randy Orton is a very consistent wrestler. Randy Orton, granted in the beginning he had the injuries and issues, but once he started getting on a roll, he consistently had better and better matches. And we had that long stretch of all we got was John Cena versus Randy Orton. Now, none of those matches were bad matches. We just got sick and tired of seeing those two go against each other.
Yeah.
But Randy Orton, I don't think Randy Orton himself has ever had a bad match. There's always been at least some part of a match where you're like, you know what, that was really good. There wasn't a match
like his drop kick.
Like his drop kick. Right there.
Any match.
If he throws a drop kick, it's a great match.
It's instantly a 4-star match. Randy Orton throws a drop kick.
But just the thought that if he is as consistent as he is in the ring, and he's able to, in some ways consistently outdo himself, if you put him on the stage that he's at now, the spot in his career, the history that he has in the ring, the experience he has now, and you put him against the Undertaker at a level where the streak means something.
But you're going to come up with a completely different match than the first time around.
Exactly. This is 10 years removed. at this point.
Yeah.
So you've got both guys in very different spots in their career, and you have a more legit star in Randy Orton because he is a legitimate champion at this time. He has solidified himself as a main eventer in the company, and if you put him on that level with the Undertaker, they'll be able to play off of each other really well, and have one of, if not the best match of Randy Orton's career.
Mm-hmm. All right. Reason number 4.
Reason number 4. You sort of mentioned on it about Randy Orton, sort of about his accomplishments, gaining all the nicknames, the notoriety. I think 12-time champion, just the world champion. Any other championship he's held. He's won the Royal Rumble. He's won Money in the Bank. So, I mean, basically at this point, per se, if you look back on a time when the streak hasn't been broken yet, there's not much else Randy Orton could do.
Yep.
There's no more accomplishments, really, that Randy Orton can pull off. And I think that's why Randy Orton is kind of in that position where we see him and we're like, oh, well, Randy Orton's in the main event, and it's kind of getting stagnant.
Yeah.
Because he's been there for so long. And it's just like, once you're there, there's no more up.
Right.
Unless you consider beating the streak.
Oh, absolutely.
So, that's it. That's my reasoning, is that, hey, this is it. This is the only place that Randy Orton could go further than where he's been 12 times previously. Mm-hmm. So, it's that one last goal to strive for before you can say, hey, I've done everything.
Yeah.
And it's a good motivator, and it could that could be said for a lot of different people in WWE, but Orton specifically, who has these moments where he's like, oh, I'm coming for the title, but they have to throw in weird storylines or stuff that doesn't make sense or put me with the Authority and stuff like this that gets old really fast. Pow, just put him with, trying to end the streak. And he's got something completely fresh, completely new, and, whether or not that can translate to post-WrestleMania storylines, or, he can basically say, okay, well, now that I've been every championship 100 times and beat this streak, I can finally, retire or step down or become a trainer or do what, like, John Cena's doing and go back to the mid-card and be Intercontinental Champion, something like that. It's just sort of kind of, it would be a breath of fresh air for the current stage Randy Orton character. To give him something other than just being in the main event spot as his goal.
The moment passed.
Oh, okay. All right. That's good.
Yeah.
All right.
That was my reason.
It's a good reason. All right. I'm going to round it out with reason number 5.
6. No, 5.
5. You knew that. You're good. You're fine. Reason number 5. They're gonna keep doing this. Reason number 5 being, I talked about consistency. You talked about, him, moving up to another level. And you talked about him being good at something. The
drop kick.
Yes.
Remember that. It was there.
If there's one thing other than the dropkick that Randy Orton is really good at, is being a perfect heel. He knows how to garner heat from the crowd. He knows how to piss people off, and he's able
punching people's dads.
That's a great way. I mean, if he punched the Undertaker's dad.
Does the Undertaker even have a dad?
Yeah, his dad died in a fire.
Yeah.
That'd
be the worst heat. Is that Orton's gonna find the remains of Undertaker's dad and dig them up and punch them.
Hey, if Boss Man can drive away with a coffin,
Well, no, let's be real. It's Orton. He'll punt them.
Yeah, that's...
He'll like take the urn and just punt it into the crowd.
Anyway,
say it wasn't his fault.
You give Randy Orton the ability to, just
punt an urn.
No, if he wants to, that might piss the Undertaker off. The fact of the matter is, he is going to be able to find all these different ways to not only anger the Undertaker and throw the Undertaker off of his game, but he's going to be able to get the crowd who's already going to be against him anyway, because they're going to be wanting to see the Undertaker win at WrestleMania. He's going to be able to capitalize on that and really make it work towards his benefit, to where he is absolutely the most hated person in the building.
Yeah.
And he's going to be able to put that into the match and add an extra dynamic to his character.
Well, it would be the thing where, like... Okay, first of all, fans, shut up. The ones who say, hey, we were pissed at Brock Lesnar for beating the streak at the time, but looking back on it, it's cool because blah, blah, blah. Shut up. No, it's not cool. It's never going to be cool. Shut up.
He's right.
I
look like Sheamus.
But, with Orton, we would have been so pissed that he broke the streak. But then looking back on it, like, pretty much right away, we would have been able to say, we were mad because he was such a good heel, not because he didn't deserve it.
Yeah.
Unlike with Brock Lesnar, where we were mad because he didn't deserve it, and guess what? He still fucking doesn't.
Yeah. And we're a year removed, and we're still like, fuck Brock Lesnar. Now, we kind of like him now because he did some good stuff at Mania and on Raw, but not enough for us to forgive him for breaking the streak.
No,
Randy Orton is one of those guys that if he were to do it, we'd been like, fuck, the streak is over, but look what it did for Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Like, we would have been able to appreciate what Randy Orton would have done with something like that added to his long list of accomplishments.
Yeah.
You have anything to add? You done playing Sheamus Mohawk on my head?
Sure. It was fun.
Okay.
No, I mean, I like the idea in my head now that I'm thinking about it where, I was saying, hey, it could branch off into other storylines later if he were to beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought the idea of like, oh, well, why would Randy Orton get another shot? And he could just be like, well, Kane got another shot. Shawn Michaels got 2 shots. Triple H got 3 shots. You know what? And guess what? I got a second shot and I did it.
Yeah.
So I'm better than... Then he would be able to stake claim that he's... he could say, oh, I'm better than 3 of the top veterans of all time.
Well, something else I was thinking, he could also say, hey, I'm better than every other member of Evolution. Because Flair tried and failed. Batista tried and failed. Triple H tried 3 times and failed. I may have tried and failed, but I won again.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. I didn't even...
And then at WrestleMania 32, 4 corners match between all 4 members of former Evolution.
Ric Flair's probably going to lose that one.
No, Flair's going to win because they're going to all be wrestling each other. Flair's just going to stand back.
Flair, they're going to forget because he's outside the ring just strutting.
Yeah. And then he's going to put a figure 4 leg lock on someone.
He forgot that he's in the match and he's on the floor fighting his coat.
Yeah. No, that's what
it's a beige coat and he's pretty sure it's Randy Orton.
No, Flair's going to start the match by elbow dropping his coat, and then he's going to fake like he broke his hip and powder out.
Oh.
And then he'll stand up and he'll be bleeding.
Yeah. And then they'll be like, okay, Flair's done. And then they'll all be down, and Flair will... And then Orton will be getting up, and then Flair will go off the top rope and actually hit a crossbody and pin him.
Oh, shit.
Well,
history will be made.
Spoiler alert for WrestleMania 32 in some alternate reality where Randy Orton broke the streak. But that is 5 reasons why Randy Orton should have broken the streak and not Brock Lesnar.
Good question. Is that alternate reality, or are we doing 5 reasons why Brock Lesnar should have broke the streak?
Fuck
not
no.
Randy Orton?
There is no reality where it's okay that Brock Lesnar broke the streak.
Okay. That makes me feel better inside.
Okay, good. Does it put you at ease?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna go find alternate reality us and punch us.
Okay. Well, if you find that there is a reality like that, be sure to kill those people.
Okay.
That way we become stronger. I
Yeah.
learned that from Jet Li.
Yeah.
But that is it
I was gonna
for.
say the Highlander, but that's not how that works.
Nope.
There
That
can
is.
only be one.
That is it for Streak Week this week. We've been doing it. We've been doing this for almost a year now.
Yeah.
So we may bring back Streak Week every now and again. It probably won't be as consistent, but be sure to check back through the archives. Check out other Streak Weeks.
If you want us to keep doing Streak Week, post in the comments. We will.
Yes. And post your
If you
choices.
don't want us to keep doing Streak Week, also post in the comments, and we'll maybe stop.
Yeah. Post down in the comments people you would like to see break the streak. Maybe we can come up with some good reasons. Me?
Yeah.
I'll break the streak. Undertaker will probably break me first, but I can try.
Oh, he'd break your back, make you humble.
He's not the Sheik.
He could be if you wanted to be.
Well,
I'll see the Undertaker wearing
He'd break your back
boots.
by accident. I think you'd be really humble after that.
Well, yeah.
At least when dealing with the Undertaker.
It's true.
So.
But regardless, post down in the comments who you'd like to see us talk about breaking the streak, or post why you think we should stop talking about other people that should have broke the streak.
Or
Either
maybe
way,
why? Do you have any other reasons why Randy Orton should have broken the streak?
Yeah. Also, be sure
Like hashtag RKO out of nowhere.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, that was another reason I thought of, but I think the dropkick one
Yeah.
is clearly the best reason.
Hit up all them links
RKO
down
at
there.
old school.
Hit up all them links down there. All
Like,
the
fair,
ones.
subscribe, Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, Instagram, email,
Reddit.
Reddit, all that stuff.
I thought you were going to say the S word.
I thought about it and I stopped myself.
cuss
Oh,
on the
shit.
Oh, you, man, I was trying to make this one PG. You fucked it up.
Oh, now it's R.
But I'm sure
No,
you
you
keep
get, like-
watching because we have the SmackDown
You get like
rundown
2
coming
fucks
up.
before it becomes R.
Now it's,
Oh,
now
damn
it's
it. Fuck.
Rated RKO.
Out of nowhere.
We'll see it in the SmackDown rundown.